What is happening, guys? It is Daniel1989. Welcome back to the Hereford United career. This is episode 90 and probably the biggest episode of the entire series. As you can see here in the Premier League, 72 points at the top of the league. Manchester City chase us in second on 67 points, and we have City in the next game. If they win this game, they will close the gap to 2 points at the top of the table. There is not long left in the season, and this game could literally change everything. If we lose this game and City catch us, we have a very limited amount of time to bring it back and obviously push our points forward, because then we play Arsenal and we play Liverpool in this episode. So if we get 3 defeats in this episode, it could be devastating to our Premier League run. But on the plus side, we beat Liverpool in the league last time out, and we gave Arsenal a very good run in that game, and they only just beat us by 1 goal. So I'm hoping to get some revenge. And then the last 2 games, one is against Wolves and one is against Brighton. So everything is on the line in this episode. This is a massively important game. If we can beat City at their stadium, we will pretty much have won the Premier League. So it's all about this next game. We have got to get a win, we've got to play out of our skin, and we've got to nail it, we've got to get it right. So I'm going to do something different in today's episode. I'm going to kick us off with a press conference in today's episode. Usually we do the press conference after the game. Today I'm going to do it a little bit different. We'll do the press conference before the game. So let's see what the media is saying before the game. Let's have a quick look what the first question is. Are you boys good enough to beat Europa spot? Well, I'm hoping to win the Premier League. Whether we do or not, we'll decide in today's episode. I'm just going to say we're mentally strong enough for the challenge. And what is a narrow win, if we can get the win. I don't care how it comes, to be honest. It was a difficult game. We'll just have to say that. It's always a difficult game against City. Very, very deadly, and you know, we've just got to be at our best. Can you be better than this team? I mean, we've proven a point. You know, City know that we can score goals. They know we're here to give them a good run, but it's all about our performance in this game. So, without further ado, guys, I will see you at the Etihad Stadium. Here we are then, guys, the first played game of the episode, and it is a huge game. In fact, it's probably the most important game of the entire series. We're away, we're at the Etihad Stadium, we have Manchester City. If they win, they close the gap to 2 points. If we win, we extend the gap and quite possibly have won the Premier League title after this game. With a couple of draws, maybe 1 or 2 more wins, we will see the Premier League out. But this game means everything. If we don't perform, we could lose out. If we do perform, glory is ahead of us. But as you can see, Raheem Sterling, top goal scorer in the Premier League, we're going to have to keep him at bay today, which is a difficult job in itself. I have made a very tactical decision to our lineup today, and I will show you when our lineup comes up. We definitely have to be at our best. We have to be strong, we have to get on the front foot, and we have to attack City. They've got the home advantage. Last time we played them, it was a back and forward game. Both sides scored. They ended up pinching it in the 92nd minute, if I remember rightly, with Sterling scoring against us. But that's not going to be the story today. We are going to make history here and now. So City's lineup: Ederson in goal. See if they've still got Diaz at the back there, one of the originals, and Phil Foden still in central midfield. Jesus, Torres and Sterling up front. So a very, very strong side. Got a couple of youth academy players by the looks of it in their squad. But our lineup today: Josh Griffiths in goal. I've gone Ethan Laird, David Carmo, Maitland-Niles, Mings and Tommy Doyle. I've also gone Conor Gallagher, O'Reilly in midfield, and then I've gone Lamptey, Toure and Dembele, with Dominguez and Harry Wilson still out of action. I have really thought about who could make a difference on that far side, and I think Lamptey will make the difference. Let's find out. Ball forward looking for Toure, didn't get there first. I think Diaz got there ahead of him. Here's Foden with the ball down the line, looking to get out wide here, and Tommy Doyle's done really well to get back there, but hasn't won possession. Uses Foden again. Can he get another good tackle in here? Tommy Doyle, he can't, and Torres has got the ball at the edge of the box, but gets a good tackle in with Tyrone Mings. Here goes Maitland-Niles with the ball out to Torre. Can we try and get in behind here? Set Dembele on his way, and Dembele is charging at the City goal here. Just need a decent pass across the box, and Torre will make it 1-0. Just the start that we needed against Manchester City. Exactly what we needed to do. Get on the front foot, get our pace down the sides, put it into Torre, who's been in great goal scoring form all season, and it's a simple finish. 1-0. Here's Ethan laid out wide, looking side towards Conor Gallagher. Here is Lamptey in that right wing position today, looking for Ethan Laird, who's replaced him at right back today. Just try and swing this in if we can. Ball comes in, looking for Torre on the head. It almost fell nicely for Lamptey there, and it was a tactical decision by myself to put Lamptey at right wing, and here he is on the ball. Obviously quick anyway and good at putting a ball in. As we know, throughout the season he's put some great crosses in to provide assists even from right back, so a tactical decision to put him in today. But here comes City with possession, looking for Jesus down the far side, and City getting forward here. David Carmo trying to come over and stop the cross if he can, but Jesus' pace, he'd probably be able to get past him here. He goes short. Tommy Doyle picks up the ball, and here's O'Reilly looking for Conor Gallagher. Here goes Lamptey. Try and get him in over the top if we can. It's a wonderful ball by Conor Gallagher, and Lamptey can't quite get there, but he will get there with a good tackle and steal the ball. Here's Torre, and he's made it 2-0. I said the tactical change with Lamptey would make a difference. He gets down that side, he steals the ball and puts another simple pass across the box for Torre for a simple finish. We said we needed to get on the front foot, we said we needed to be better, and we are being. 2-0. City have themselves a throw here just about halfway, and we have been much better in this first half than we were in the previous game against Manchester City, holding our position well, attacking well, and getting forward and finishing our chances. But City are in behind here, and Tyrone Mings to try and clear, and thankfully it was Sterling. I think Sterling had a golden chance there with not clearing the ball properly to try and lash it on goal, but he's lashed it wide. Edison with a goal kick out here, and not long until half time. We have certainly been the better team in this first half. 2 minutes added on till half time, and City trying to come forward and trying to get back in this game, which, to be honest, they've not been very good in whatsoever. The previous times we played them, they have been all over us and creating chances, and speak of the devil, almost conceding before half time, but thankfully we don't. We go in at the break, 2-0 up. Into the second half we go then, guys, and to be honest, we have just been the massively better side, better on the ball, better going forward, and to be honest, Lamptey has been an absolute legend in that right wing position. I made the tactical change and it did make a difference, so hopefully he will make the difference again in this second half, getting forward already here. Lamptey, let's see if we can find a cross early in this second half towards Dembele. It has been cleared, but Lamptey might pick it back up here. It's ricocheted off him, and he's won the tackle against Sterling. Let's see if we can create something here. Try and get it round the corner to Matt O'Reilly, who's free to shoot, and Edison makes a good stop. We have been incredible so far in the first half and started the second half even better here. Let's see if we can keep it going and embarrass Manchester City at home, but that's into Edison's gloves. Here's Torres coming forward, looking to get him behind our back line here, and had to go back towards Foden. Decent pass out wide, looking for Sterling. Here's Sterling with a quick 1-2, and they've got options here, City, and we need to defend and defend well. Tyrone Mings gets a good block in. Torres has to go back towards Foden. He goes out wide back in towards Torres, and Tyrone Mings standing up in front of him, not letting him through. We get a good tackle in with Tommy Doyle, and we might be able to get this away. Here's Conor Gallagher, try and send this out wide, and it's took a deflection there. It's come back in the box towards Torres, and a simple pass in the middle, and they've got one back. It just goes to show, if you make mistakes at the back, you will be punished, and it looks like one of their youth academy players gets the goal. To be honest, I should have just cleared that away, hoofed it away, got rid of it. I tried to slide in with David Carmo because I thought he was going to shoot. He squares the ball to his teammate and he's got a simple finish. It's 2-1. There's Tommy Doyle just try and use Maitland-Niles here. Over to Conor Gallagher. Look for Lamptey out wide, who's come short. Here's Torre. Try and get Lamptey in behind, and Torre has given the ball away there, trying to get Lamptey in behind, who has got mass amounts of pace, but it wasn't the right pass. Here's City on the ball with Sarr down the line looking for Torres, and Tyrone Mings certainly doesn't have the pace to be keeping up with Torres. I just need to make sure that the cross doesn't come in. I'm calling Tommy Doyle over, but Tommy Doyle was slow to get there. And here's Sarr trying to get the shot away, and Josh Griffiths already went to ground, and they have themselves a second. They don't? Is it disallowed? I think the goal's been disallowed. Is it an offside? I think we've got an offside here. Let's just double check and have a look at the replay. And the shot comes in. He is offside. He's in an offside position. I thought it was 2-2. It's not. It's still 2-1. There's Ethan Laird on the ball. You can see Lamptey further down making with a run. I'm just going to go back into midfield and keep hold of possession. Here's Matt O'Reilly on towards Dembele. Down the line to Tommy Doyle, who can put a good cross in himself. And it's ricocheted off and out for a corner. City fans hoping that they'll clear this, or hoping that we don't score. We're hoping that we do score. Conor Gallagher up for the header. It's dropped nice for Tyrone Mings, and the goalkeeper had to punch it away. Let's try and get this down. Send it towards Lamptey out wide, who can put a good cross in himself, and he's lost out in the tackle. We have ourselves a throw. It's really heating up at the end of this game here, and hopefully we'll be able to get a third, and they won't be able to get back into this game. Onto Lamptey, who does get the cross in, looking for Torre up for the header. The ball's come free, and Ederson will pick it up. There's O'Reilly looking for Lamptey in a wide position here. Send that to Ethan Laird out wide. 88 minutes gone, not long left of normal time or stoppage time, I would presume. 2 or 3 minutes added on. Ethan Laird trying to swing this in towards Dembele. It's cleared away. 3 minutes added on at the end of this game. Here's Matt O'Reilly trying to turn, see if I can get Tommy Doyle in behind. And Tommy Doyle went to Graham there, and he's still down, but Ethan Laird has completely missed the ball here, and Sterling is away with 2 of the 3 minutes gone. This could be very deadly if we don't defend properly and give away a point here. A point wouldn't be the worst thing, but I would like all 3 points. Foden down the line. Conor Gallagher gets a good tackle in, and that should be and is game, set and match. The Premier League may have just come into our hands. We'll see how the rest of the games go at the end of the season. Back at the menu then, guys, and we get the win against Manchester City. As you can see here, Hereford United 75 points, Manchester City 67 points. I think that should be enough to clinch us the Premier League. We've got Arsenal and Liverpool left in this episode. As long as we can get a draw from each of them, or a loss and a draw, it probably will be enough to secure the Premier League. But we've still got to fight for every single point. And as you can see here, Lamptey basically saying that he's not good for that position, but he will certainly still play there. I'll just say you can be better than ever there. I thought Lamptey was fantastic in that right wing position, and that might be something I consider to do with Lamptey, change him to a right winger and do it that way. But let's have a look who we have next. We have Arsenal at home next. Second played game of the episode then, guys. We're at home, we're at the Edgar Street Stadium, and today we have Arsenal. Every time we've played Arsenal in the past, there's always been a sending off, there's always been a penalty decision, there's always been some bad challenges, there's always been some sort of history. I'm hoping that this time will be a bit of a smoother run, and we'll get another 3 points, which pretty much should give us the Premier League. We beat Manchester City in the last game. We played tremendously well, we defended well, we attacked well. So to keep fresh legs on, I've swapped the team around, hoping that we'll do the same here against Arsenal, or at home should I say, against Arsenal, and we will pretty much solidify winning the Premier League. So fingers crossed it will be a simple victory, if not a couple of goals and a bit of entertainment for you guys. So we'll wait for the lineups and then we'll get straight into the football. As we line up today then, guys, Josh Griffiths in goal. I've gone Ethan Laird, Amadou, Matazor, Malangsar and Kolasinac in defensive positions. I've gone Matt O'Reilly and Marco Reus in midfield. I've gone Fernandez, Kirk Wilson and Patrick Roberts in the attacking positions. So a change side today, but still a very strong side. Let's have a quick look at Arsenal's side and see who they have. Still got Denier at the back there, who was brilliant last time we played them. We've still got Fernandez in midfield, who scored against us last time out. Chiesa, Isaac and Odegaard in midfield, and then their striker up top. So a very strong side, and we're going to have to be just as good as we were against City to get some points here. So let's go. Arsenal bringing the ball out of defence here and passing it around, keeping hold of the ball in the early stages. Lofted forward, Matazor with a decent header down towards Matt O'Reilly, in towards Fernandez. Let's try and find Marco Reus, see if we can get it out wide to Patrick Roberts, and it's intercepted, and Arsenal try and bring the ball forward, and Matazor stops them where they stand. He's been a very good signing in the previous window, Matazor, and he's proving his worth. And here's Ethan Laird down the line. Let's try and get a ball in with him if we can. Twisting, turning, does get a ball in. Patrick Roberts tries to get on it, but it's cleared away well, and Arsenal do try and clear it away, but Matazor is there again to try and bring it down, but this time Arsenal will pick up the ball and start heading forward here with Odegaard. Decent pass into Souček, and they're coming forward here with Isaac around the corner towards Chiesa. This could be dangerous, and thankfully Chiesa is offside. Arsenal coming forward again here and trying to get in down this near side. They're flooding players forward here, Arsenal, and they get a shot away, and Josh Griffiths pulls out a fingertip save to stop us going 1-0 down here. Brilliant save from him, staying central in the goal. Came in very quick, and he had to be on guard to make sure he made the stop, which he certainly did. Here's Arsenal with the corner, and Marco Reus might have pinched it here, but I think it's Odegaard on the ball trying to get it into the box, and Marco Reus has done really well there to marshal him out and get this ball forward potentially. And here is Marco Reus himself with the ball. Let's try and switch it across the other side to where Ethan Laird is, and Fernandez has made me a forward run here if I can find a decent pass infield and have a shot here with Matt O'Reilly, which is saved very well by the Arsenal goalkeeper. Arsenal coming forward here with Isaac looking for Chiesa in a wide position. He flicks it up for the midfielder, and he does get the ball back with a quick 1-2, and Kolasinac unfortunately ricocheted it back into Chiesa's path, and it could be dangerous at the back post here, but Ethan Laird with a belting header away. Let's see if we can get on one of our counter attacks here. I've got Fernandez out wide. I'll try and use him and see if we can get Kirk Wilson in behind here. I'll just try and sit it up for him at the back post. If Kirk Wilson can get on it, he's hit the post. So close to the opener. It might still have something here with Marco Reus. It did take a deflection, and we will have the corner. So close there with Kirk Wilson to opening the scoring, hitting the post, and you'll see here it did take a deflection. Got to give credit there to the defender, just putting his face in the way of it. And here's Malangsar up for the header. It's going to drop to Matt O'Reilly here towards Kolasinac, trying to pull the trigger, and Arsenal will clear it away here. Not long until half time here now, guys. It's been a very back and forward first half, chances at both ends, but nobody managing to open in the scoring just yet. But Kirk Wilson has turned Denier really well here and got himself away. Can he find the opener? He's hit the crossbar. Post and the crossbar in the first half. How close do we need to get to a goal? There goes the half-time whistle. It's still 0-0. Into the second half we go then, guys, and Kirk Wilson has hit the post and the crossbar in the first half. Arsenal have had one or two scrappy chances themselves. It's been a very back and forward first half. Who is going to get the opener? It's got a 1-0 written all over it, but which way is it going to go? Arsenal bringing the ball forward here and finding their striker. We just need to hold our line here and make sure they don't find these sneaky passes around the corner. They have got the ball in a dangerous area here with Odegaard. Ball out wide to try and get on this with Matazor, who had a brilliant first half defending. And they have found a pass around the corner here and a decent effort. And Josh Griffiths with another good save. It was Fernandez, one of their youth academy players who scored against us last time, with the effort here. And Josh Griffiths to deny him the first goal of the game. They are making a change as well. Let's try and get this away and see if we can get on one of our counter attacks. Patrick Roberts to head this clear, and certainly does. Let's try and get him to follow it up if he can get there first, but the Arsenal man will get there first, gets it down to Odegaard. If Ethan Laird can try and win it off him, he gets to tackle him, but it's only out for an Arsenal throw on the far side. They're putting some pressure on our goal here, and we need to stand strong with our defensive line and not let them in. But how's it going to end up here? Finding a gap round the corner, and they have found the goal. You knew one or the other was going to give after the first half, chances at both ends, and we just couldn't keep them at bay. He finds a simple pass in, didn't pick up the run, and Josh Griffiths can't do anything about that. Slipped underneath him. You got to say it's a nice finish, but we're 1-0 down. Not long left in this game now, guys, and Arsenal trying to come forward here. We get a good tackle in. Let's try and get it away and get it up the field with not much time left here, but Fernandes has got a huge gap here, and if we're going to equalise, we certainly need to do it now. I can see Kirk Wilson coming in at the back post. Can he put this one away? He can't, because the Arsenal goalkeeper has just pulled out a phenomenal save. That might be the 3 points that Arsenal have said. It had a 1-0 written all over it, and we are trying to press now and just get hold of the ball. Marco Reus might be able to bring this down here if it will fall kindly for Matt O'Reilly, and Marco Reus just try and get an effort away. 2 minutes has gone now of added time, and that looks like it will be the end of the game. 1-0 Arsenal. A frustrating game, guys, and we did our utmost to try and get a goal against Arsenal. We hit the post, we hit the crossbar with Kirk Wilson. We had a couple of chances in the second half. We just couldn't finish and get equal in the game, but they get a goal. They get in front, and as you can see here, City are now within 5 points with 9 points remaining now. It is still possible that they can catch us. Liverpool at home for the last game of the episode, and then obviously the next episode will be the last 2 games of the season, with Wolves away and Brighton away. So this is the last home game of the season. We need 3 points here against Liverpool, really. We did manage to beat them last time out 2-0. If we beat Liverpool, it will be enough to clinch the Premier League. Wish us luck. Third and final game of today's episode, guys. We're at the Edgar Street Stadium. We're against Liverpool. Not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the mark. Every time we play Liverpool, it is a very, very controversial and difficult game. But this one means a little bit more than all the rest, as if we win here, it will be enough to lift the trophy with 3 games remaining, and we've got 5 points clear. If we get a win here, that means we will be 8 points clear at the top of the table, depending if City lose their game as well. We could clinch the title in this game, but all we need to do is concentrate on the performance. If we can get a draw here, I will be more than happy. A win, ecstatic, but a draw will do. So I've made the same change as I did against City. I've put Lamptey on the right hand side just to give us that extra bit of pace up front, obviously for counter attacks and just in general anyway, because Liverpool are a very quick side themselves and play the ball very quick. But this is a massively important game. We managed to beat City, we did lose to Arsenal, but if we can get a draw here or even a win, it will solidify us for the Premier League title, varying on how City get on. But Josh Griffiths in goal today. I've got Ethan Laird, David Carmore, Maitland-Niles, Mings and Tommy Doyle defensive positions, Conor Gallagher and O'Reilly midfield, Lamptey, Toure and Dembele. Probably our strongest side right now, with Dominguez and Harry Wilson being out of action. So Alisson in goal for Liverpool, Trent Alexander in the defence, Mbappe in the defence, Nunez in the defence. Who else have they got? Salah on the pitch, Jota on the pitch. Like, they got 1 or 2 new faces on the field as well. So not going to be an easy game, but we are at home. We've got the advantage. We've got to get a win here. Here's Maitland-Niles cutting through the defence straight away over to Gallagher and over to Lamptey with his pace here. This is just what we need early in this game. Try and get on the front foot. It's a decent cross in by Lamptey, headed away. Let's try and get Maitland-Niles there first, but Liverpool will bring it down, and we get a good tackle in with Maitland-Niles. Again, Lamptey with his pace on this right hand side. Let's try and get the ball in the box, looking for Dembele, who gets the volley away, and he's hit it wide of the target. There's Tommy Doyle, drop this to Tyrone Mings, try and get it forward to Lamptey, who comes short for it, and here goes Matt O'Reilly. It's a good tackle and win the ball by Trent Alexander there, and he gets the ball into midfield. It's been a very pacey game to this start. We've already had an opportunity with Dembele lashing a volley wide just to the target, and now Liverpool seem to be picking up the ball and having a little bit more possession, and we just need to keep our back line, hold our positions and not let Liverpool in. But that's a really good tackle by Tommy Doyle to stop Mo Salah getting in behind. We get the ball towards Matt O'Reilly. Toure through the gap here, and Toure might have just got free behind the defence if he can put us 1-0 up here, which he certainly can. Toure, who has been an excellent signing since bringing him in, has scored multiple goals this season, and he just added another one to his tally with that, and that one might be the most important of them all, because that might have just clinched us the Premier League, varying on how City get on in their game. Toure doing the right thing here and putting us 1-0 ahead. Liverpool got possession again here in midfield, and they are keeping hold of the ball well. Let's see if we can try and pinch it and counter-attack them again. But that's a decent ball into Jota, and Ethan Laird trying to stop him, and thankfully we tried to get it away and it's fallen straight into the path of a Liverpool player, and they have equalised. That was just, to be honest, shoddy defending by myself. I didn't think we had the ball. I tried to press X to tackle and pass it out, and I've only passed it back to Josh Griffiths, who's passed it straight back into danger, and we've conceded. I think that's more my fault than it is anything else, and a simple goal for Liverpool gets them back in it. Not long left until half time now, guys, and Liverpool trying to find a second here, coming forward with Jota, who thankfully is in an offside position. Let's see if we can create ourselves something before half time and try and get back in front. But Lamptey with a brilliant turn to turn his full back there, and I can see Dembele on the far side if I can try and find him, but I've only found Alisson's gloves. And there goes the half-time whistle. We'll go into the break at 1-1. Into the second half we go, guys, and we get in front early with Toure with an excellent finish, and then we concede, which was more my fault than it was the lads' fault defensively, giving the ball away silly, and they have got straight back in it at 1-1. But we have had the better first half. We've had more chances, they've had more of the ball, but we've done more with it. So I'm hoping in the second half here it will be the same story, but defending early here already, trying to keep them out, and Mo Salah puts a simple pass into Tommy Doyle's feet, and we will bring this ball forward here. I can see Lamptey on the far side. Let's try and get him in behind, and that's a shocking ball from Matt O'Reilly. We won't get in behind just yet. Liverpool have themselves a corner here and continuing their pressure. Ball lofted in the middle. It's Toure to head it away. Also good going forward. He's also brilliant getting back, helping defend, and Conor Gallagher will clear that out for a throw on the near side to Liverpool. They're also making a change, and Trent down the line looking for his teammate. A quick 1-2 gets them in the centre, and Tyrone Mings has missed out with the tackle there. They get it back into the middle, and Josh Griffiths with a save to keep us in the game. I thought he'd actually knocked it into the goal there. It was Mo Salah with the shot, and he gets two strong gloves to it, pushes it away from the goal and out for another corner. Liverpool putting the pressure on here in the second half. We need to weather this storm, try and get rid of it, and see if we can get up front ourselves, try and get this ball over the top for Dembele, who's made a decent run here. He is all on his own for now, Dembele, but I have got Toure sprinting into the box. Let's try and get it in front of him if we can with the header, and Lamptey at the edge of the box. I tried volleying it, but he's headed it towards the goal, and Alisson will take that quite easy. It's a lofted ball over towards Jota, brings it down first time well, but he's shown way too much of that to Ethan Laird, who tried to give it back to David Carmo, only give it away. Maitland-Niles has also given it away. Mo Salah's got in at the back post, and if it wasn't for Josh Griffiths, we would be down in this game. Let's try and get forward straight away and get on the counter attack if we can here. Let's try and get Toure in behind if he can win it here, Toure, and almost won it from the defender there. It's back and forward stuff here, and Lamptey will pick that up first, and Toure is surely offside. He's going to put the ball in the back of the net, but he's offside. If it had just held his run a tiny bit there, would have been in for 2-1, but he's offside. We'll have a look at the replay, but I'm 100% sure he was a good 2 yards offside. Here's Ethan Laird into Maitland-Niles, trying to find Matt O'Reilly, who turns well and uses Dembele. Let's see if we can get Dembele in behind here. Some fancy footwork, and he has got in behind, put a good cross in towards Lamptey on the header, and Alisson with a brilliant save to stop us going 2-1 ahead. We're trying to put the pressure on Liverpool here, trying to find a goal from something, but Liverpool now coming straight back at us with not long left in this game. Maitland-Niles trying to get a tackle in, trying to stop them coming forward. Shot from distance, and Josh Griffiths was required again for another good stop. They have themselves another corner in this second half here, making a change towards the end of the game as well. With less than 6 minutes to go in this game, can one team or the other try and steal it? I'm hoping it will be us. Dembele over towards Toure. Can we make this counter-attack count? Over towards Dembele. If he can get there first, he certainly will. Dembele has been held up in his run. Drop this towards Lamptey, try and have a go from distance, and just over the top of the bar. Liverpool have a throw here on the near side. Normal time almost done now, if not done, and there can't be long left in this game. 3 minutes added on, trying to hoof this forward and get forward one last time, but Mbappe will pick up the ball and start to come forward here. We do not want to concede now. Tommy Doyle to try and stop this. Let's get it forward with not long left in the game, but it comes straight back at us. Tommy Doyle again trying to get the tackle in. David Carmore to head away, and the 3 minutes has gone now, and surely that's probably going to be the end of the game. There goes the full-time whistle. It's ended 1-1. Back at the menu then, guys, and we get an early goal with Toure, and then thanks to some shoddy defending to me, because I did some awful defending, we give a goal away, and then we just couldn't try and find a winner in the second half. We had a good few chances to try and find a winner. We couldn't find one, and we only get a point. Now, as you can see here, as it stands, we have got a 6-point gap. But as you can see, Manchester City have only played 35 games. So what I will do is, I will simulate forward while I'm on with you, and we will know, well, there you go, they've just won. So the gap has been closed to 3 points. After 36 games played, there is 3 points in it. We got a loss against Arsenal, a draw against Liverpool, and then a win against City. If we'd have got a win against Liverpool or Arsenal, it would have been enough. It's not enough. In the 2 last games of the season, obviously the one against Wolves is the more important one, but they both must win games now. If we beat Wolves, it's done. If we draw against Wolves and City win, it comes down to the final game of the episode. Even if we lose against Wolves, it could be a bigger problem, because if we then win the last game and City win their 2 games, we'll be equal on points, and they will probably take us on goal difference. As you can see here, they have got a bigger goal difference than we have, a massive more goal difference than we have. So it's not over yet. We haven't won it yet. We're touching the side of the Premier League. We're almost there, but not quite. If anything, it's probably better for us, because we've got Wolves and Brighton for the last 2 games of the season, if you like. I don't know who City have got, but I would imagine we've got the 2 easier games, so it is not done yet. Do not go anywhere, guys. Show me your support, drop me your thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know. Tell me your predictions for the next 2 games. Get involved, leave me a thumbs up, guys, and show me your support. I need it now more than ever. So thank you very much for tuning in. Don't miss out on the final episode, and let's find out if we're going to clinch the Premier League or not. So I'll see you in the next episode. It's been DanielLaz1989. Love you, bye.